During the midterm, I sat in this room and I kind of observed something interesting. We were in this room, we were studying for midterm. It was a really quiet room. People were there, right? And it was really quiet. And so when I entered the room, I was also really quiet because the room was quiet. Another person joined and the person had a call and he took it. And then he started talking and he realized his voice is the only voice he could hear. And so he walked out to take the call. And then he came back in to study. And then these two people came into the room. When two people come together, of course, they communicate. So these two enter and then they're having discussions. And then they realize that the room is really, really quiet and their voices are the only ones we hear. And you know when somebody says, like somebody sounds loud, just turn to look in their direction. So I think with so much looks, they kind of tone it down. And then there come this group of people who enter and they are loud. They don't care how they enter the room. Like it's really loud. They are really, really loud, talking, laughing, chatting, making call. And then you realize that the two people that joined that kind of brought their voices down. Because these people were not making noise, they now began to also make noise, like real noise. Like they were literally making noise together with the people that are joined. There are times where people treat you a certain way. And it's not like they had planned it all along. Sometimes, no, they haven't planned it. But then they see that you are kind of taking in or you are bearing that similar treatment and you are really doing a pretty good job at it. So throwing this one at you wouldn't hurt much. And then they end up giving you this attitude, giving you this cheek answers, like behaving quite awkwardly. And then when you complain about it, it goes like, can't you see these people? Can't you see this person? Can't you see this event, this scenario? But what I'm just trying to tell you is that some of the little things that you overlook might probably be, I don't even know how that makes sense. They are the gateway to that huge thing. Even you might not be seeing it, but it is what is going through it. If you know that you are taking in something that you normally wouldn't, please stop taking it, because either there's a bigger one coming or that bigger one you're facing is probably because of it. And sometimes these big problems persist because the small ones keep happening. That small problem, but because they stamped on it, no, I'm not saying go stand on people, but because they acted on that, the bigger problem will know that even the small one that meant no harm was handled this way. This one that clearly means harm will be stamped, like you'll be trashed, you'll be crushed. And they kind of advise themselves and they leave you alone. So this is just what I have for you, regardless of my hairstyle.